And it looks like a zebra. Yeah, zebra.
Well, good
So
morning, everyone.
there's the two questions. You could either, what does this animal remind you of? Or do you have a fun or sad story about this particular animal, zebra?
It reminds me of a horse with multiple
That's one of the
lines.
options.
I grew up in a farm and for the first 12 years of my life, and I was a horse rider. Uh, Having been a farm person, and as I got older, more than 5 years of age, you got involved with farm work. As I got to be an 8, 9 year old, I started riding my own horse, and part of my responsibilities were to round up the cows in the field because they always fed in the field. You brought them in back into the stables. And I never forgotten this, and it always irritates me. The cows would go through a river and they would raise their head above the water, not take a lick of water or a sip of water. As soon as they got to the stables, they would let their tongue hang out. My grandpa would come out and say, give them some water. Unfortunately, being one of the old style farms, you had to get the water out of a well with a pail. And let me tell you, they drink a lot of water. I think I spent about an hour a day watering those cows. Always irritated me. They crossed an entire river full of water. They never took a sip. I was really fond of my horse because it was a very gentle horse, very obedient horse. I didn't even have to hold I forget what you call them in English, the reins, very tightly. It knew how to get home. Uh, it was just a pleasant experience as opposed to my experiences when I started riding horses here in the US. When you go to a stable and you rent a horse, all they want to do is go back to the stable. And if you're not firm with a horse, they do whatever they want with you. But if you're firm with a horse, be prepared because they can buck and you may end up finding yourself on the floor. So zebras remind me of horses, and it reminds me a pleasant experience that I had growing up in a farm. Thank you.